Hey friends, welcome to the next video. I am gonna unbox something that I got in the mail from Amazon, and I thought, hey, maybe it would be something of interest to you, so I turned the camera on. That's what this is all about today. Just a really simple, casual unboxing. Again, I bought this from Amazon. I will put a link for this in the video description below, just in case you are looking for the same product and you like what you see after this video. It's going to be real simple. All you have to do is go down to the video description of this video and click on the link and buy it. It will be an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything more to use the affiliate link, but what that does is if you buy it through that link, it helps us here on the channel. We get the credit for the purchase. So it doesn't cost you anything more, just helps the channel out, so we do appreciate you using those affiliate links. This is an external hard drive enclosure for this external, or not external, it's external right now. It's going to be internal in a second. You know what I'm talking about. It's a hard drive, and we need to put it in this thing so we can plug it into that thing. You got it? Good. This is a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte, 3.5-inch hard drive. It is a SATA hard drive, and I needed a SATA enclosure for it. So I went ahead and I ordered this. So let's take a look at this. This is a Rosewill 3.5-inch SATA to USB 3.0 and eSATA external enclosure. Lots of cool words there. Techno mumbo jumbo. There's the box, what it looks like. It is model number RX-358 U3C. And you can see that number right here in the top corner. I didn't memorize that. I was reading it from the back. The same model numbers back here. Let's talk about some of the features of this thing, why it kind of attracted me when I was looking for an external hard drive enclosure. One, it's got an aluminum body, so that's going to make it a little bit more rigid, and the aluminum is going to help also with heat dissipation as well. At least it should. We'll see how it is on the inside, if it's actually going to help the hard drive at all. It has an external fan. You can buy external hard drives, you know, the really small ones at the stores, but they're usually in a plastic case. There's no ventilation whatsoever, and what I've found over the years by using these really small ones is they don't last very long. I've had a couple that last a couple of years. I've had a couple that last a couple of months, and then they stop working. They overheat, or they're just really not designed to be enclosed like that. They're usually a laptop hard drive, just stuck in a plastic body. If you've ever bought one of these things and it stops working, one of the really tiny ones, crack open the case. You'll see it's literally a laptop hard drive with a small little circuit board inside that interfaces from the hard drive to a USB cable. That's really all those things are. And this one, I don't expect much different, except for it's for a full-size hard drive, not a mini hard drive. And full-size hard drives, I found, last quite a bit longer. In fact, I have one off camera over here that has been running for well into a 15-year range already, and its backup to that hard drive stopped working, and that's what really drove me to buying these things, because the secondary external hard drive to my music library, it just gave up the will to live. So went out and bought this one. This is a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte SATA, and this is the case that it's going to be installed into. You can see on the front a couple things. eSATA USB 3.0 supports up to an 8 terabyte hard drive inside, 3.5-inch hard drive, SATA 1, 2, and 3. It's got a couple of other features that I liked about this. Again, the fan here is going to allow for cool air to be pulled in and help cool the hard drive down. But the fan has an on and off switch, so if I don't want to run it, I don't have to. The fan is a built-in 80 millimeter cooling fan. It again has an aluminum body on this. The fan has an on and off switch, so you can see that right here, and it has dual interfaces for eSATA or a USB 3.0, and it says it's backwards compatible. So I'm going to go through some of the features here on the back. I know a bunch of techno mumbo jumbo. You just want me to get to the unboxing, but I want you to see what all this product has so that you can decide if it's the right one for you. So again, supports 8 terabytes, fan on and off switch. It supports Windows and Mac. Windows 2000, ME, XP, Vista, 7, 8, 8.1, 10. I don't know anybody that runs most of those operating systems. This right here is a Windows 10 system. And on Mac, it supports 8.6, 9.x, 10.x, and above. And for Linux, it's also supported for kernels after 2.4.1.0. It has the power supply in here because it is externally powered. It is backwards compatible on USB. It's a USB 3.0 native, but it's backwards compatible to 2.0 and 1.1. It is a plug and play and hot swappable.
I cannot believe what I am hearing!
It's got screws here. After you close the case, it's screwed shut. How is that hot swappable? We'll see. We'll continue to read here. Rigid aluminum body and ABS plastic panel. My guess is something on here is plastic. That looks metal. That looks metal. I don't know what's plastic on here. We'll find out. The dimensions. They are 9.02. Wow, that's pretty specific. 9.02 inches in length, 4.88 inches in width, and 1.30 inches in height. Oh, okay, here we go. Notice. That's right there. Notice. Hot swappable function. Enable hot swappable function. In order to enable hot swap function, please check to make sure the motherboard supports. It's a typo. I'm not lying. Look at that. Let's see if we can get it on the screen. Can you see that? Motherboard supports. In order to enable hot swap function, please check to make sure that the motherboard supports hot swap function. So, QA of Rosewill, you had one job to do to make sure that there were no typos on this box, and you failed. Otherwise, the hot swappable function won't work as well. That's not even proper English. I'm not lying. It's right there. Look at that, right there. Let me get it in here on the camera. You read that for yourself. All right? Screenshot? You got the screenshot? Okay, good. I got to go back and read this again. Enable hot swap function. In order to enable hot swap function, please check to make sure the motherboard supports hot swap function. Otherwise, the hot swappable function won't work as well. That's great. Nothing like a great wordsmith QA on a box. I like finding stuff like that. It's got a couple other languages here on the back. I'm not sure what all the flags are, but you can see if you are in a different area of the globe, maybe they've got the words here as well, and maybe they fixed the typo in those, but they didn't fix it for the American language. Oh, okay, that was great. Got my knife right here. Let's get into the case. Again, this has not been opened at all, so I have no idea what we're getting into, guys. I'm going to go ahead and slice open the plastic shrink wrap here. And let's see. I'll just slice it open here. Put the knife over there. All right, let's get the plastic off. I'll throw this over here. Oh, here it is, right here. Little flap, open it up. What do we have here at the top? The user manual. I'm not going to read it right now, but I will read it later to see if I find more typos than just the supports of the motherboard. So we'll put that over here. We have what looks like to be part of the external hard drive enclosure. Looks like to be one of the other panels. Cardboard. A USB 3.0 plug. And an eSATA plug. And in this bag is the power supply. Kind of a hefty brick, but it's got to supply power to the hard drive. So let's see here. This is a K-Tech AC adapter, model number KSASB0241200200200VU. So that is the power supply that comes with it. So they just outsourced and got an external power supply. All right, made in China. Not surprised there. So we'll put that right here, and nothing else in the box. Oh, some screws. So we got some screws. All right, we will put this over here off camera, and we'll take everything apart here, or at least out of the bags, and we'll take a look here and see what it looks like. All right, there is the case enclosure. That is metal. That is metal. That seems like it's plastic. That's plastic. That's plastic. That's metal. That's metal. So there you have it. Some parts are plastic, and some parts are metal. That comes off. Oh, okay. That looks like the sides come off. We're going to find out what that means here in a second. I guess I do need to see the instructions here for a second because I want to make sure that I understand everything about how to use this thing. It's got 4 screws. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so there's some pictures inside of here. That's why I was able to look real fast. That basically say those side panels come off, and that's where you secure your hard drive to the rails. So inside you can see the rails here, and there are holes where you put the screws through to mount your hard drive to secure it in. So the hard drive is not hot swappable in this, but they're saying if you can hot swap from your operating system, then, and as long as it supports it, then you're good to go. Looks like we have 2 LED lights in here. That's going to be kind of cool when we plug it in and test it out. And let's see, there's where you take the side panels off and the screw holes, and then it kind of lines back up and puts together. These are plastic. This is plastic, and let's see, does this come off? Yes, this is plastic. So now we have the enclosure. All the rest of this, it seems to be metal. The fan is plastic, and that's that's metal. That's aluminum. Kind of a nice looking enclosure, I gotta say. A little kind of powder coated on there, really nice. Has the Rosewill tag right there. I'll probably cover that up with some sort of a sticker that I like, probably a Star Wars sticker. We'll call this Vader. Wouldn't it be cool? We'll call this hard drive Vader because it's black. That's cool. All right, so let me see here. We'll open up this bag. This is probably the other panel here. It's got to be because there's supposed to be 2 sides of this thing. Let's see here. All right, so it is. Has some serial ATA SATA right there. Tested to comply with FCC standards for home or office use. Right there. They've tested it. Thanks for testing, guys. We appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Now let's get the hard drive out of here. Now, like I said, I've already opened up this box. And put that over here. Making a mess here on the table. My 1 terabyte hard drive here. And can open up that. I don't have a way to ground myself. Ah! I don't like touching hard drives unless I can ground myself. Oh well, gonna have to chance it here. Here is the hard drive, a Western Digital 1 terabyte hard drive. It is a WD10EZEX. It's a 7200 RPM hard drive, 1 terabyte capacity, blah, blah, blah. Data manufacturing is 29 April 2018, so it's a fairly new hard drive. Let's go ahead, and there are the plugs right here. And there's the power plug. If you were to plug it into an internal of a computer, you put the power plug and the data cable. But on these systems, the power gets pushed up through the eSATA. So let's see here. Looks like there are some resting rails inside of here as well this, and this are what the hard drive sits on. So I'm going to take my hard drive here. I'm going to set it down in here very carefully. Let's see here. I hope this works. This would be really embarrassing to do this on camera and it doesn't work. All right. It's like kind of stuck. All right, let's see here. Oh, it's stuck on here. All right, here we go. And just slide it in place and snug it into the SATA. There you go. That was pretty simple. And yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. See the screw holes, the mount screw holes for the hard drive? Now they're showing through the side of these panels that you pull off. So now we have to secure the hard drive in place. Okay, probably the silver ones. I'm going to go with that. There are silver screws and black screws. And since the outside of this case is black, I'm going to just assume that that's the way it works. And let's get the screwdriver here, and we'll start putting these screws in to secure the hard drive in place. There's one. There's two. There's three. They really wanted to secure this in place. Bring this up here so you can actually see it. I'm doing all this work and you can't even see it. I'll use the box. I'll lift it up that way. While we're waiting, I will open up this, my computer, and turn it on. So it's ready to go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How come they give you... There's 3 screw holes, but they give you 5 screws for your hard drive. That's weird. Did I miss any? No, nothing stuck anywhere. Nothing in the bag. Nope. So they give you, I got 5 silver screws and I have 6 screw holes for the hard drive. It is what it is, right? What can you do? I'm not going to cry over one screw. But hey, what's up with that? All right, we'll put one there and we'll put one way down here. What can you expect from a company that talks about motherboard support? So there you go. And let's see here. We've got to put the sides back on. And they go on. Looks like there's a screw here and a screw here. And there's screw holes here. So, hey, screw you! We'll put the one there. Is that the way it goes? Is that the way it goes? That's what I'm asking. Do they go on certain sides? Nope, that went in. And that has a screw on it. Let's see, yep. Forgot this one boots up pretty fast because it is a solid state hard drive in here. And I'm not gonna show you my password. Here we go. We got that going there. And we've got a little bitty screw. Does that go there? Seriously? Is that what they tell you to use? I can't. I guess it does. Gonna need to use my little jeweler screwdriver here on this one. All right, we got the little jeweler screwdriver and the little bitty Phillips screw. All right, that should hold that one in there. All right, now we get this side over here. Snaps it into place. Get the other small screw I can't get it in there. Let me use this. It's got a magnet on this one. So I can do like this and it'll hold it for me. They powder coat these screws and it makes it really hard to get them in for the very first time. But that one's in now. My side panels are on, which is going to keep that all nice and protected. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. And then we have the other panel here. How do I want to put this? Okay, if that's that way, that means this is going to be the bottom. Little OCD there. So Rosewill's there, so I figured to put that one there. All right, is that going to be good? All right, so we've got 4 screw holes. Putting the panel on there. So what we did there, just in case you're missing, we put the side panels on after we screwed the hard drive in. Now we're putting the last panel on to close up the enclosure. Close up the enclosure. All right, so now we've got 4 screws to put in. They're big enough to where you should be able to start them with your hand. Should. We'll use a screwdriver. All right, there's 1. They better give me 4. Jip me out on these screws and I'll be all over them saying, hey, what's up with that? Got 2. I always do them on angles when I'm putting screws in. I'll start 1 at the top, then angle, then angle, then angle. Just to make sure that it's square on itself before you snug everything down. Got that. And the last one. There we go. All right, the hard drive is now in there. Pretty sleek looking case there, huh? Got to find me a nice Darth Vader sticker and put it right there. So I like this because the fan has a nice metal mesh grill on it, and there's another ventilation vent here, and there's some ventilation holes back here. Now, why is that important? Because if you just had a fan here and it was pulling in fresh air into there, there's only so much air that this could hold before you get a positive air pressure in there, and it actually almost stops fresh air from coming in. So because there are vent holes in the back and in the front, this will actually pull nice fresh air in across the circuit board of the hard drive, which is right underneath that fan, and it'll blow out the heat from the front and the back. So very cool design on that. So let's take it and plug it in now, and we'll see what we have here. Let's see, we're going to need to get we're not going to do eSATA because we're going to do USB plugged into to the laptop here. So we need to get the USB plug. You ever notice these tie wraps are the cheapest tie wraps in the world when you buy things like this? All right. What, about 2.5, 3 feet of cable here. And this will go into the USB 3.0 plug here on the back. If you've never seen a USB 3.0 port, that's what it looks like. And this is what the plug would look like. So we'll plug that in and get our power adapter here. Hopefully this will reach. Nice, I'd say a good 4 feet of cable there. We'll plug that in here. And we'll slide the hard drive or the laptop down here. And we'll plug this in back over here. Pardon me, I gotta go plug this in. Okay, so everything is plugged into power. We have the hard drive here. We have the Windows desktop open up to the disk manager. And that is because we're going to need to do some initialization of the hard drive because this is a brand new hard drive. You can't really see this. Let me get a box so you can put it on. Can you see that? Nope. Get another box. All right, so we have that. We have two boxes, so it can sit up here and you can see it. I'll turn it this way. Is that the way you like to see it? All right, so cool. This is turned off. Remember, this is powered by an external power supply, so when I plug this in to the computer, it's not going to recognize it right away until we turn the power on to this. So I'll go ahead and I'll plug this into the computer. Okay, and turn it on. Oh, that's cool. Take a look at that. That's very cool. Okay, so that's an activity light and that's a power light. Did you hear that? Do-do-do-do. It recognized it. So this is cool. It's working so far. Do I feel air? The fan's on. Okay. Let me see if I turn the fan off. It turns the fan off. Very cool. You can barely hear that. That's a really, really quiet fan. So let's go ahead and initialize the disk. All right, so we are going to initialize it, and it is GDPR. All right, so cool there. It also gives us a option to convert it to a dynamic disk and convert it to a master boot record disk, should we want to down the road. And let's go to unallocated, and let's create a new simple volume on this. And we're just going to use one big volume because I use this for music storage, and we're going to assign the drive letter as E. Sure, why not? Okay, and we'll format it with NTFS. We'll give it a volume name later. Perform a quick format. Sure, why not? And there we go. And finish. It says it's formatting. That should take just a minute. You see the activity light right there. And the volume is done. We have a healthy primary partition as an NTFS right here, and you can see the hard drive flickering for its activity, finishing up there, and the power light right there. This is cool. So there you have it. An external hard drive enclosure. This is the Rosewill 3.5-inch SATA to USB 3.0 and eSATA external hard drive enclosure. Model number RX-358 U3C. So far I like it. I mean, it's got a nice construction. Not too big of a fan on these plastic sides. I'm worried about if they get bumped or they're going to crack, what's going to happen. But other than that, it's an all aluminum enclosure, so that's really, really cool. So that's about it. Thanks for hanging out with me while I did this project. And if you like this and you like what you see so far, I'll keep you updated in the comment thread of this video of my experience with this if I have any problems. Or if it just turns out to be a great solution down the road, I'll also comment that as well. But again, if you like it, you want to get one for your own, I will make sure I put a link in the video description below that will take you to Amazon. It'll be an affiliate link. Again, if you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything more than if you went to Amazon right now and searched for the same product and bought it. But what it does is if you use that affiliate link, it helps the channel out. We get a little bit of a credit for that on the back end from Amazon, and it helps the channel out. So thank you so much if you do use that. If you don't want to use it, no big deal. It's no harm. It's really pennies on the dollar, so it doesn't make us a whole lot to the channel, but it does help out. All little bits help. So hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. This was kind of a raw open up a package, and if it works, then great. If it doesn't work, then we're going to experience together. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out our merch link down in the video description as well. We got a merch store with new merch going up there all the time. And also consider being a patron as well of the channel. Kind of get you a key up on what happens here on the channel as well. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, may the force be with you.